there. Welcome to your first yoga assignment for the 6-week series, Yoga Fundamentals. Emphasis on fun. Really had a great time with you guys last night. It was really good to see everyone come out and to see your enthusiasm to make a commitment to the next 6 weeks. And for those of you who I haven't met yet, I really look forward to meeting you. So one of the things that we talked about was that as a first step to getting started with our exploration of fundamentals is that we want to start to really get comfortable with our space on the mat and make it our home base, make it a place that we can come to, that we can enjoy our practice. The good news is that once we feel comfortable in our seat, we could take that anywhere. We don't even need a mat to practice. But for now, we're using our mat as our home base, and we're going to use our tool of the breath to really start to get us connected as we get started. So your homework assignment today is to do some of the sequence that we did last week, and more than anything, it's about moving your body and your breath together, letting your breath lead the way as you engage and activate your body and let it follow. And just allowing for yourself to let everything else drop away as you focus on the breath, focus on what's going on in your body, and use that as a tool to really drop into where you are. Okay, enough of me talking, here we go. So first things first, we're going to have you lie on your back. You might measure a little bit because at some point your arms are going to go overhead, so make sure that you're not going to hit anything. Just allow yourself a moment to get comfortable, to get situated, knowing that sometimes we'll have to shift, we'll have to move because we won't get it always on the right first shot. And then as you close your eyes and turn to your breath, just allow yourself to be really heavy on the mat. Let the mat hold you. It's like the first step is just letting go. Let yourself be held. And then as you're ready, you can bend your knees, maybe even hug your knees into your chest, bring your chin up, give yourself a little hug, and then gently place your feet down on the floor, about hip distance apart as if you were standing. And just like we did in class with our first seat, we want to make sure that we have just at least a little bit of curve back there at our low back so we get the natural curve of our body. And then with the palms down on the ground, making any adjustments you need, once again, just allow yourself to settle. Notice the breath. With each inhale, allow the body to expand a little bit or a lot. With each exhale, allow yourself to settle. And then we're going to start to add some movement. We're going to move our arms. So take a breath in, take a breath out, and then on your next inhale, start to lift your arms overhead, take them all the way back behind you until they come all the way down to the ground. The elbows can bend a little bit. You're going to notice a place somewhere around in here where it gets a little bit uncomfortable. We'll just play with it. And then on your next exhale, you'll lift the arms up again and bring them all the way back down to the floor. We'll do it about 5 times. Inhale, reach up, lift up, extend all the way back. And on your next exhale, start to move your arms up and down. So you're going to go with your own breath. You might find that you're a little bit faster or a little bit slower than me, and that's okay. You can also choose to not do 5. You could do more than 5. You could do less than 5 if you're going slow. But more than anything, you just want to start to get the feeling of what it feels like to initiate with the breath and let the body follow, let the body move. So one more, inhale, reach up, and exhale, come down. It actually takes a little bit of work. We're not just like noodle arms. And then I guess actually one more, but just to go up. And let the back of the hands go into the floor. So you don't have to keep super straight arms. You can bend your elbows a little bit. That might make it a little bit more comfortable. But you do have a little bit of strength there. Then you're going to take your right foot, bring it in, extend it all the way down to the floor, flex your foot, let your heel go connect to the floor. And then just like you did with your arms, you're going to do your legs. So start your inhale and you lift your leg up. It doesn't have to go all the way, just lift it up. And exhale, lower it down. Again, doesn't have to be straight. It can have a little bit of a bend in it. And you're going to notice it actually takes a little bit of work But more than anything, all we're really caring about right now is how the breath and the body move and work together. I'm just gonna do 3 this time, but you can feel free to do 5. You can make this longer. You could do 10, whatever you like. Place your foot back down and then bring your other leg out. And here we go again. Inhale, lift it up. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, up. Exhale down. Just working on getting the breath slow, long, and steady. And then down. That was 3. You can do what feels right. I'd also say you can leave, if the arms felt good up, we leave them up. If they start to get tired or you need to change a pace, you can also have them down, or you can have them on your belly. Really, we're just working on breath and movement. We're going to roll over to the side. Hello. Roll all the way up. Come up to all 4s. And just as we did last night, we'll do a little cat-cow, but start in table. So the wrists are just a little bit out in front of the shoulders, just a tiny bit, and the knees are just a little bit back behind the hips, but pretty much hip distance apart, shoulder distance apart, with the creases facing forward. Hello. Feet are strong, pushing into the floor. First things first, just welcome yourself to this place on your mat, settle in. And then just like we did on our backs, we're gonna move with the breath. So as you inhale, we'll lift the head, lift the rear, get a big kind of reverse arch in the back as we look up. And as we exhale, very apropos for Halloween, we're gonna make a big scary Halloween cat, looking to our bellies and pushing up. So pushing from the heart to the hands. And then on the inhale, letting the heart soften. And we're just really working on breath and movement and moving that spine. And again, you can do this as long as you like, as many times as you like, at your own pace, moving with the breath. And I like to keep this pretty simple right now. Later, if you want, you can add things to this. You can add a little bit of a child pose, and you can add some hip circles or things that feel good. But for right now, we'll just keep it nice and simple. And I think I did about 5. And come right back down to table and bring everything back. And let your breath just come back to normal. Soften and settle. Okay, the last thing we're going to do is shift a little bit so the big toes come together. Shift a little bit so the knees come apart. And we'll end in child's pose. So again, from the heart to the hands, really press down. Next week we're